found some $2 books at the thrift store that might actually change how I show up in the world, how I lead in the world, and grow my income. I never used to go even step into the book part of the thrift store. I would usually go to the thrift store and just go to the clothing and the shoes and the jewelry. That's it. But the other day I was like, let me just look at the books they have. If you can't afford that coach, if you can't go to that conference, if you can't go to that seminar, or just invest in yourself right now, a book is an affordable way to do so. You can always go to the library if it is possible for you. Before even spending money, utilize the free resources. I went into the thrift store browsing. I wasn't thinking I was going to find anything, especially not no books that can help me with my leadership, my career goals, increasing my income, just becoming who God always wanted and envisioned me to be. Let me show you what I got. The first book that I got was this one. Radical Transformational Leadership, Strategic Action for Change Agents by Monica Sharma. And this one stuck out to me. I will always encourage you to have a growth mindset. I'm always looking for new information to improve my quality of living and improve my leadership and just continue to grow, because I'm one of the people that I don't know everything. I'm not good at everything. And if I can learn something new that will elevate me and therefore elevate my community as a collective, I'm all for it. So this book was $2.98. But as I was reading through this, one of the things that stuck out to me was the Albert said, success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. And that just hit home for me already. It already sold me, because I kid you not, when I'm doing something that I love right now, that's leadership and working with young leaders and working with women, and I see myself just growing and flourishing in this role. I absolutely love what I do. That pays the bills, so much so that I'm at work a lot and I don't even have to be in the physical space. That just spoke to me. Again, I'm just going to say success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful, and especially in partnership with God. So this is the first book that I got, and it was $2.98. And from this book, I am hoping to learn how to be a change agent leader with intention. And I feel like this will give me, I haven't been called a change agent. I don't honestly know the definition of it. And I love when something has a strategic in the title or in the compass of the book. But I'm excited to grow from this and become a change agent leader. So the next one that caught my eye Keep leaving. I got my dream job, and so can you. 7 steps to creating your ideal career after college. So even though this book was $3.98, what got my attention with this book, even I am in college going for my master's now, so I just thought this book was universal. And I talk with the students that I work with all the time about, you can get your career job. You don't have to start at entry level. I would highly not recommend starting at your entry level if you don't want to. And this just caught my eye, and as I was reading it, one part, and I always say this, that stuck out to me was chapter 4, Makeover. Nothing succeeds like an appearance of success. Looks matter. If someone tells you that looks don't matter, he is wrong. You do not need to look like Brad Pitt or Beyonce to get your dream job and achieve career success. But you do have to put your best foot forward at all times. You tell the world what to think of you based on how you present yourself. Your family and your closest friends may look past your appearance. However, Employers and individuals you meet throughout your job search will subconsciously and instantaneously make judgments about your character, your personality, your intelligence, and your overall value as a human being based on what they see when they look at you. And it might not be fair, but it's reality. And it might not be fair, but it's reality. So that part caught my eye off the bat. I said, oh, this is something that I say all the time. And I want to read this book to get to learn new things, because this book might be talking about some things that I don't already talk about enough on here. And I'm thinking like, oh, I could have wrote this book. So Exandria, the published author, New York Times bestseller, coming soon. But this book caught my eye because of that. And I hear my students, a lot of people say, well, you know, I'll just be graduating from college. I'm not going to get the dream job. I'm like, no, you can get the dream job that you want, but you definitely have to plan for it. Don't think that it's just going to drop in your lap. You need to plan for it. From this book, I want to gain new strategies of landing your career job or even your dream income. I want to give a shout out to Julia Lifestyle. Thank you for always supporting in the comments and just showing me a lot of love. It does not go unnoticed, and I just want to let you know that I really, really appreciate you for tuning in and engaging and leaving encouraging messages to me. And if you want a shout out like this in the next video, make sure you comment below. This is the next one. And it was $3.48. It says, Bring Yourself, How to Harness the Power of Connection to Negotiate Fearlessly by Mori Taharipur. I think I am saying that wrong. Nothing in the book really caught my attention. You can look this live with y'all. We can look at something. Maybe I'll find something. But what really caught my eye was negotiation. Negotiation is a skill that I want to master, especially when I'm moving forward, you know, negotiating what I want to get paid. It's a skill for me personally as a Black woman that was not taught, and I'm just learning it now on my own by going to workshops, reading books, asking my mentors what to do, because I wasn't taught when they offer you pay, you can negotiate to get more. It was just whatever they offer you, you should take it because that is all you're going to get, and that is not the case at all. So what honestly caught my eye was negotiate. I love reading strategies, and I love to read them, especially from women. And if you have some Black women negotiation books that you can think of, please comment them down below. And let's see. It says the problem of overconfidence. That makes me laugh, but the power of overconfidence. When you are overconfident, you mess up the how. And when I say overconfident, don't immediately exclude yourself because you're a modest sort of person. Overconfidence is an easy trap to fall into. Many people spend years working on their confidence and are right to do so, as it's critical for their negotiation. I'm all for confidence, but it's a slippery slope before it turns into overconfidence, and overconfidence can affect the most humble of us. When it does, it keeps us from preparing to the extent that we should. That's very insightful. I don't think I will be that confident. Like, I'm always going to prepare. Always. I always say my favorite P's: pray, plan, and proceed. Y'all know I'm an introvert, and I am mastering working a room. I have been improving my social skills to where I can have intentional conversations and being memorable and not invisible. And even if I think I am good at what I know, like I said, I have a growth mindset. I'm always wanting to learn and grow. So I picked up this book. It was $2.98 about how to, well, y'all can see it, how to work a room and just socialize. I just want to always be improving my social skills. I always want to learn new tricks because a conversation can change everything for you. Being memorable or meeting that right person can change a lot for you. So what I look to get out of this book is just more strategies, more effective strategies of socializing and talking with people. How to work the virtual room. See, that's something I know a little bit about. I have not seen that in a book yet. I'm always going to be working on improving my social skills to the point my goal is to work a room. When I say work a room, I don't mean talking to everybody in the room. I mean working a room strategically to where I'm making intentional connections that last a lifetime. I'm not just trying to meet a person and be done with them after the conference we went to or anything like that. And I also want to be able to bring value to other people. So that is my type of networking, connection making, and even with making friends. So I'm excited to read this book and the knowledge it will give me to improve in my conversational skills. And last but not least, and I want to say my best find, because this book online, when I was looking at it, it said it was $50. So, and I got this book for $3.98. And it's all about prosperity and wealth and growing your income. Look, I'm gonna do a dramatic. Charles Payne, Unstoppable Prosperity. Learn the strategy I've used for years to beat the market. I saw this. What caught my eye about it was Unstoppable Prosperity. Like I said, for me, success is financial freedom, you know, being able to put my children through college. I want to retire my husband. I want to retire my mom. And God willing, I will be able to do so. And learning financial literacy is definitely important to me. I want to pass that down to my children for them to have a better start to me, especially when it comes to money. I come from a family, like, we're not wealthy, we have some money, you know what I'm saying? But definitely a family who likes to look good. But I want my bank account to look good. Okay, I want it to look wonderful. And it was just happy to see a Black man making it in the, what would you call it, the stock market? Yeah, Wall Street. So I look forward to gaining knowledge about the stock market and what he has done to build wealth and prosperity for his family. And so I can pass it on to my community, okay? So yeah, these books just might change everything for your girl, especially leadership, finances, and growing personally as well. If you want some more suggestions on books that I highly recommend you read that have helped me improve in my professional life and personal life, watch this video next. All right, y'all, bye.